Hello, welcome to a new lesson. Today I'm going to talk about the Greek modes. Modes is a way of playing the scale. We have 7 notes on C major scale. If I start from the first one, if I start from C, I can play 7 notes. We already covered this on the C major mode video. Excellent. What's interesting is that I can play the same scale, but instead of starting from the first note, C, I can start from the second one, which is D. Now, I'm not going to stop on C, I'm going to do 7 notes, which is going to take me from D to D. And even though it's the same group of notes, it sounds slightly different. So, we're going to use Greek names for these modes. The first one is Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, starting from E, Lydian, from F to F, Mixolydian, from G to G, Aeolian, from A to A, Locrian, from B to B. And we're back to C. Beautiful. Well, the guitar may have a lot of disadvantages, but it's got definitely one advantage, and this is I can learn a scale or a chord in one position and then memorize it to in the future transpose it to use it on a different song, which could be possibly on a different key. So what I'm going to show you and leave on the video are these shapes for these 7 modes, starting from the G string, the E string, the 6th one, and finishing on the same note on the highest string. Ionian starts on the 8th fret on C note. Dorian from D. Phrygian from E. Lydian from F. Mixolydian from G. Aeolian from A. And Locrian from B. Whenever we play the first grade of the scale, we can play the C Ionian mode. When we play the second grade of C major scale, we can play a D Dorian mode. But today I want to focus on the playing aspect of these scales. And I have to say that, again, we will cover one finger per fret. You can notice that on C Ionian I start on with the second finger, because as soon as I play the 6th string, then I have to come to the 7th fret. So I try to move my hand as the least as possible. Sometimes, unfortunately, for some modes, this is not possible because I have to cover 5 frets. It's the case of the Dorian mode and the Mixolydian and Aeolian. In those moments, what I'm going to do is transpose my hand 1 fret. Be very careful with this, pay attention and practice it slowly so you can make it tight. Another transpose. I have to say that you want to use the tempo, the moment of one note to move the hand. Please don't underestimate this aspect, because when you want to speed it up, you will find that maybe your hand gets stuck on that transition. So take your time. Again, pay attention to the movement of your fingers when they are not playing. Especially the pinky finger tends to go away and stay here. This is very awkward, extremely bad, because then when I need it again, it has to do a lot of distance, and I want it to be ready as a Formula 1 car, always on the ground. So I don't want you to be overwhelmed in this first video, so I'm going to leave it here. You have the shapes touched on this video. You can print them, and in the future I will come up with different videos where we can start using these and combining them. This is the first introductions to your Greek modes. You can find that there are many different ways of using them and thinking the music from the modes. I strongly suggest you to start thinking them from the C major mode. You already seen that scale? It's one scale that is played from different starting and ending points. 7 notes, but the same 7 notes. It's nothing too complicated to understand. So please go get mad on these modes. Work on a very tight position on both hands. I have to say that for the right hand or for the plucking hand, you will find also different combinations. It is not as easy as the pentatonics. You have different variants of sometimes 2 notes on one string, sometimes 3 notes on one string. So pay attention also to your plucking hand. But leave me your comments, see if this was useful, if you heard of these modes, what do you like about these ones, and please like the video, share it, and see you on the next lesson.